Hey guys, it's Miss Clark. I am here for your Monday, April 26th, 2021 reading lesson. And today, our I can statement is I can describe how words and phrases supply meaning in a poem. So let's look at some vocabulary. We have strip, drive, rave, riot, spent. So I'm going to teach this in context during reading of the poem. So as we go, I'm going to tell you what each of them mean. Okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to create an anchor chart. And what do we already know about poetry? This chart will help kids remember elements we learned about poetry. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my document camera. Hopefully everything will work the way it should. Okay, looks like it's a little glitchy, but hopefully it'll work. Okay, so let's do an anchor chart about poems. Okay, so poems. What is something we already know about poems? Okay, one thing is they rhyme sometimes. Okay, there's always a subject. Right? The poem is always about something, right? It's like about a person or about a place or a thing or an idea, okay? So, there's always also descriptive words. Okay? These words are words that describe something. Like let's see, how about the word like beautiful? That's a describing word, right? You're describing the subject, which is beautiful. Like if I say, my mom is beautiful, that is the subject, right? And you can put that in the poem, okay? So you usually have rhymes, they have subjects, they have descriptive words, okay? So hold on a second. Okay, so rhyme, subject, describing words. As we go through and we listen to some stuff, you can always add things to your chart. Okay, so let's keep going. So remember, today our goal is to describe how words and phrases supply meanings in a poem. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to read the poem to you on the next slide, but I'm not going to tell you what the title is. So you are going to predict what you think the title of this poem is after I read it. Then we're going to reread the poem and determine if you need to change this based on the words, and then you're going to make a final guess, and then I'm going to share the title of the poem. All right, ready? So it says, I can get through a doorway without any key and strip the leaves from the great oak tree. I can drive storm clouds and shake tall towers. Okay, let me go back. So we've got and strip, which means like take something apart, right? I can drive storm clouds, like push storm clouds and shake tall towers, or steal through a garden and not wake the flowers. So there are two different ways to say the word steal. Steal at one point means to take something that doesn't belong to you. Or, in this case, steal means to sneak through the garden and not wake the flowers. Seas I can move and ships I can sink. I can carry a housetop or the scent or smell of a pink. I think a pink is like a type of flower. When I am angry, I can rave and riot. So rave means like get really angry. And riot means like you got a group of people that are angry. Okay? And when I am spent, means tired, I lie quiet as quiet. Okay? So I want you to think in your mind, what is this poem about? What is the subject of this poem? Okay, do you have your guess? All right, remember I got to read it a second time. Okay? I can get through a doorway without any key and strip the leaves from the great oak tree. I can drive storm clouds and shake tall towers, or steal through a garden and not wake the flowers. Seas I can move and ships I can sink. I can carry a housetop or the scent of a pink. When I am angry, I can rave and riot, and when I am spent, I lie quiet as quiet. Okay, so that's your second guess. Think about it. Is the first guess, is that accurate? Okay. Now our next step, we're going to make a final guess. Okay, so think about your final guess. All right, I'm going to tell you what it is. It is the wind. Okay, so it's talking about the wind, and I'll explain why. It says, I can get through a doorway without any key. I can go under the doorway and strip the leaves or take the leaves off a great oak tree. I can push storm clouds and shake tall towers, or steal, which means go through quietly, a garden and not wake the flowers. Seas I can move and ships I can sink, remember with storms. I can carry a housetop or the scent of a pink, so I can be gentle or I can be powerful. When I am angry, I can rave and riot, which means I can be, really concentrated, or I can be a really big wind. And when I am spent, I lie quiet as quiet. So when the wind is gone, it's usually very quiet, right? Okay, so your assignment. You're gonna, let's see, read another poem. I think we'll skip that one. You already wrote your prediction down, I believe. Okay. Oh, there are questions at the bottom. Okay. Sorry, I need to put this in the slideshow. But at the bottom of the poem, there are what's called Poetry Puzzler. Okay. So you're going to answer these questions. So what is the poem talking about? We decided it was talking about the wind. Number 2, what are words and phrases that led you to your answer? I kind of showed you some a little bit. Number 3, write a good title for the poem, but not using the answer to number 1. So besides wind, what other name for the poem could this be? Okay, so I want you guys to think about that, answer these questions, and I will see you guys later. Bye.